When Officer Levi wakes up in the morning, he puts his shoes on, grabs his hat, clips his belt, and heads out the door for duty. A duty the 6-year-old began after the 2016 police shooting. His mission, to raise money for Angel Armor Vests.
And what happens when we keep them protected? They get to what?
Go home to their families.
To their families, that's right.
Angel Armor Vests can take an entire round from a rifle, preventing tragedy and protecting lives. Detective Ken McMorris is one of Levi's first recipients.
It means a lot to me that he did that, and he's a very special guy to me.
His love for law enforcement began at just 3 years old.
So we got on Amazon, we got him his first little uniform, and within a week, he was out there blowing whistles, stopping traffic.
I've seen you on Facebook.
Since then, he spends his days patrolling and looking for officers he can hand out snacks to. His acts of kindness and generosity have brought him a plethora of badges and patches from across the nation.
There are several officers that he just connects with that it's like an instant bonding.
Officer Levi plans to become a police officer himself one day, but until then, he's serving on his own terms. With NBC Local 33 News, I'm Abbi Rocha.
Yes, thank you, Dion and Jean. Wvla troopers confirmed to NBC Local 33 that East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office Public Information Officer Casey Hicks was arrested on a DUI charge Sunday evening. Hicks was reportedly driving along the Baldwin Beach Expressway when she was stopped. Wvla troopers say Hicks was under the influence of an impairing substance. Hicks was transported to the Baldwin County Jail and was later released on bond. We reached out to the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office, and they actually just sent us a statement saying that, as is standard for our office, she was placed on leave pending the outcome of an internal investigation. Now, as we get more information on this, we will keep you updated. I'm Abbi Rocha with your NBC Local 33 News.
Every day when he's strapped on that badge and that gun, he's thinking in his mind, I'm smarter than everybody. I've got them all fooled. And he did.
Woody Overton, a former Livingston Parish detective, polygraphist, certified expert on federal law enforcement, and longtime friend and co-worker of disgraced Deputy Dennis Perkins.
And I've worked hundreds of child rape cases. And, you know, I know the people. I know the psychology behind it. I know everything. Not one thing would ever lead me to believe that he had anything to do with kids.
Overton says there is no one more shocking than Dennis Perkins to have committed these crimes.
Think about how much training Denny got over the years on how the latest techniques that law enforcement is using to catch the offenders. He knows it all.
Overton says he worked alongside Perkins for years and describes Perkins as highly intelligent.
He's a master. Probably the most evil genius mind that I've dealt with.
Overton says in hindsight, Perkins' calculated intelligence matches the mindset of what he calls a preferential predator.
They'll push a little bit and try a little bit and see if they get any kind of resistance or whatever, that they're going to stop because they're smart. Prisons are full of dumb criminals. It's hard to catch a smart one.
Overton says he is still in disbelief he didn't see it.
Things that gets me the worst is with what I know in my career and the cases that I've done. I should have seen, I feel like I should have seen something, but it wasn't there because he's smart. Every one of them, they're highly intelligent. You're not dealing with a dummy.
Overton hopes Perkins will make it easier on the children affected in this case.
I hope that he gets to hear it, and besides me saying he's dead to me, I hope that he does. I hope he can find some ounce of honor inside himself to take himself out of the situation where these kids don't have to go to court.